Yo, we finally did it.
We're here.
Tuesday, December 20th, we are sitting in Nashville, right in front of the set, where we will be having the Year End Extravaganza in just several hours from now, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern. If you haven't signed up yet, by the way, go to soda.com or go to the event in LinkedIn, search Year End Extravaganza. You can watch on YouTube, LinkedIn, all the things. And so the crew's setting up, the band's about to start setting up, and this is about to turn into the Tonight Show.
It's going to be full Tonight Show. I'm really excited about it. We've got some really interesting guests. Patrick Abad, Scott Simons, Liza Borches, Tul Patel,
Damon
Alex
Lester,
Alex Vedder. I mean, just
Brian Kramer, live appraisals. We got man on the street interviews.
It's unbelievable. Like we're just trying to pack it all tight into 2 hours. We promise we won't keep you longer than the 2 hours. A lot of shows are like, it's an hour, and then an hour and 15, you're still hanging out.
Hope is that at 2 hours you wish it was 2.5.
There you go.
That's how
exactly.
we did it, right?
Yep.
We're gonna have a really special MC. Actually, all the way from, Texas, used to be from Canada. We got him here. He's sitting here right now. He's prepping his show notes.
He's acting like he's not paying attention. That's the way it works.
Michael, why don't you come sit?
Come on in the middle, Mr. Cirillo.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
So, why did you say yes to doing this? Do you really even know what you're doing?
Because I'm addicted to saying yes to things before I know what's all going to be involved.
Well, honestly, that's how you know you have someone who's a ride or die. When you're like, hey, we're doing this thing. It's never been done before. Will you play a critical role in it? And so we can blame you if it doesn't go well.
Right. Well, and you guys don't put together crap, so I like being, I like going along.
Well,
with it.
yeah.
Good to be a part of.
That's a big deal. Yeah, I appreciate that. You know, when I think about today, I think there's going to be a lot of like joking around. Obviously, us three on a stage hanging out. There's going to be laughs. We've got some fun little things to pop in, and we probably won't be able to handle ourselves. But I think there's also going to be a lot of insights. But we won't be able to ask you the questions that we're probably going to be asking a lot of our guests. So I'd kind of like to hear from you right now. That like, what are you looking forward to in 2023? You know, you have a tech business. You are in media with the podcast. You've been in auto for a long time. What's kind of the look forward for you?
The look forward for me is that opportunities abound. I've always found that when the market seems like it's going to zig, you have to zag, right? And whatever it is that we're anticipating, whether opportunistic or maybe perhaps pessimistic in tone, it's periods of what we're going to experience moving into 2023 that provide the biggest opportunities for growth. And I think that's the message that I just really hope our industry understands, is that this is the opportunity for you to go so much further, faster than you probably ever anticipated before.
Been seeing a lot of people posting on LinkedIn over the last just several days in the auto industry, saying things like, 2023 is going to be annihilation mode, right? And it's this element of not that we're going to annihilate it. It's just that the people who aren't prepared to be flexible or nimble are going to get annihilated. And I think when I read those things, I think there are definitely two types of people that are reading those. And the one type is like, yeah, we're prepared. We're going to go get it. They feel good about the changes they've been made. They've been investing in the right places. And then there are people that are probably a little bit nervous about that, because the general rhetoric, the general economy, the problems that, repossessions going, being back at 2019 levels, all the indicators are telling us that it's going to be a bumpy ride. And what would you say, because you've definitely seen some ups and downs, you're an old man now, right? You've seen some struggles.
We know he had to get a straight back chair for the show,
we had a lumbar pillow. He needed special mints. His rider was unbelievable.
It's unreal.
And so the point of that being, like, you've definitely seen some up and down cycles throughout your career. What would you say to the people that are feeling like maybe a little nervous or uneasy?
So contrary to what I think is popular belief these days, or at least in certain circles where it's like hustle, I'm like, hey, can we pause for a minute? We just lived through a pandemic. Literally the worst thing that could happen to planet Earth, sans an asteroid impact. We lived through that. We lived through the furloughs. We lived through shortages. We lived through everything. That is, like, can you think of It's going to go down in the history. We had a
it's going in books.
And
right.
What did we do, guys? Like, if we're paying, let's pause, bring it in. What did we do? We thrived. We found a way to thrive. So I really think.
But high interest rates. We had low interest rates, Michael.
Yeah, you hear our parents talking about the 80s with 28.5% interest
Right.
rates buying their first house.
Truth.
And people go, but it was only $58,200. And you're like, yeah, but that's like $800,000
Have you seen the inflation? No,
I know.
just kidding.
So I tend to think of things that way. Now, maybe that makes me, I don't know, however you would label that, but I just feel like, okay, pause for a minute, take a deep breath. You're stronger and more resilient and powerful than you think you are, or maybe that you've ever given yourself credit for. This is the opportunity in front of us. We just lived through the worst thing any of us could all think of, something that impacts global 8 billion people's health. We figured it out. We're going to figure this out.
Yeah, I agree. I think that, like, and especially auto dealers are that. The fact that we're talking about it, the fact that we're engaged with it, the fact that we're thinking, we're having, clubhouse rooms and live streams and events, and we're thinking, like, what's next? What do we make the move? How do we pivot? How do we play the chess game? Right? In business, it's just a continual evolvement of those things every single day. And I think, like, if there's any level of worry, it's the fact that you're paying attention to it. And so turn that worry into activity.
That's good.
And so if you're already paying attention to it, it means that you are thinking ahead. You're not just thinking about, like, what's happening today. And I think that the best business owners are we're looking at tomorrow, we're looking at today, and we're taking both with a measured approach. I got to get to, like, one fun thing. You cool with that? So
Just one.
Just a second.
Just one.
Just a second ago, we were talking about Chat GPT. And if people haven't heard about it, we've talked about it on the show a little bit. It's this really cool AI-driven conversational. You can ask it any questions. I got to ask, what's the most interesting question thing that you've asked of
The robots.
the robots to date to spit back out?
There have been a lot of. I've been sick recently.
And delirious.
There have been a lot of health-related questions, probably things I wouldn't talk about in public. Let me just take this from me. Just kidding. So I'm at church.
Okay.
And I made these
Oh, boy.
searches on my iPad, and I'm sitting in what we call it Sunday school. I think a lot of churches call it Sunday school. And a buddy next to mine says, "Hey, do a quick search. I'm a airline, or I'm a flying instructor, and I know you want to learn to fly planes. Hey, just put this URL in." So I open up my web browser, and of course ChatGPT with this whole chat thread on all these health
Yes.
things, and I'm like, well, I don't know where we go from here.
He's like, you're disqualified from being a pilot.
Yes, that is great. That's great. Well, hey, look, I will say this. If you're looking into 2023, you're looking at content, you're looking at trying to figure out and learn new things about ways to do business and not just like personal search queries, I would say that's one thing to look at, thinking about your business and how in the automotive industry we can use technology like that to just move quicker.
I would also give one other piece of just practical wisdom. Just spend some time listening and paying attention to other people who are moving forward and paying attention to those things as well, because that is how you grow. It helps you. I mean, it's the reason that we spend so much time together, because we're thinking about the same things. We're trying to get better at the same things. And when you find that group of people, funny thing happens is you all just kind of collectively get better. You find people who are willing to help you. It's one of the reasons we do all the stuff we do at ASOTU. Like, if you don't know and you just listen to the podcast, we have an email that goes out every day that features a lot of the people that we're talking about. We're having this live stream. The reason we're doing it, we're going to have a lot of fun, and we went through all the work to get the set, and there's a really stupid sick drum kit set up back there.
Just
we're going to have a
unreal.
full Nashville band tomorrow, and that's all fun. But the real reason is that we can be around other people that want to love people more than they love cars, but also be really, really great at selling and servicing cars.
Right. Just be stellar. And so I think, like, if you're paying attention and you're looking at that stuff and you're listening, just keep plugging in and learning together, and hopefully we can provide a little bit of that. But thanks for hanging out
gotta
with
go.
us. For our guy with the hat forward and the hat backwards, for Cirillo, myself, Paul, have a great day.
See ya.